Father John Jenkins never dreamed he would one day become president of one of the most prestigious Catholic universities, traveling around the world, shaking hands with global leaders. He was just one of 12 kids growing up in Omaha, Nebraska, a popular student at Creighton Preparatory Catholic School. John was actively involved in sports, a member of the state championship swim team. He also played soccer and football, and was even named prom king of the class of 1972. After graduation, he went to Creighton University, where his father was a member of the medical school staff. But during his sophomore year, John followed his brother Tom's lead and transferred to the University of Notre Dame.
I think I was attracted by the academic quality of the place. It was clear, by the faith-based character of it, by the sense of community, by the sense of a kind of moral purpose to education that was meaningful to me, and also its engagement at the time in the great issues of the day, which I wanted out of a college, and I felt Notre Dame provided that. So I think that combination of things made it attractive to me.
And immediately, it felt like home.
The campus itself is just so beautiful, and you can't come on it without that sense of being at a special place. So I wouldn't name a particular place or anything, but it was more just the feel of the place. I think it was a serious place, but there was a sense of community. People kind of belonged to one another, and I had a sense of belonging to something bigger.
How would you say your experience maybe would compare, or would it be similar to a typical, quote-unquote, typical student who might come? Were you involved in extracurricular activities? Did you have the opportunity to go to sporting events?
Oh, sure, yeah. My own experience was pretty typical. Now, at that time, there was just admitted women to campus, so it was 1 to 5, the ratio, so it was a predominantly male environment, which was different than it is today. But for that time, it was typical. I played inter-hall football. I was a swimmer in high school, so I swam a little bit. I was engaged in clubs, just hung out the way others, like any student would do. I liked to play sports. We played basketball and other things. That was kind of a nice release. And, I did find it just a very intellectually engaging campus. There was always a speaker or topic to discuss. It was great in that way, and I had wonderful teachers, so that was very exciting. But and it was, I will say then, and it's probably now, it was challenging. So you had to put your nose to the grindstone.
And John was a big football fan, even traveling to an away game at Northwestern. He experienced the tail end of Era Parsegian's tenure.
It was more than a football coach. He was sort of this important figure, this iconic figure.
John graduated with his undergraduate degree in philosophy in 1976 and completed his master's at Notre Dame in 1978.
I had a sense of kind of where am I going? And it was sort of, as I say, when you graduate, you sort of have to answer those questions, and you didn't want to drift, I'll do the next thing. And so that led to the process of reflection. I posed it to myself, what would be a really meaningful life? What would be a significant life? Not just, a job, or not just doing things, but what would have consequence? And that's what led, as I say, this process of reflection that led me to this.
He was ordained a priest of the Congregation of Holy Cross in 1983.
It was sort of, kind of walking down a path and trying to find one's direction, and eventually coalescing at a certain point.
That's when the rest of Father John Jenkins' life began to take shape. After earning a doctoral degree from Oxford University, he returned to Notre Dame as a philosophy professor and eventually worked his way up through the administration ranks.
This is big picture, but was there, could you ever have imagined then, especially, that one day you would be the president?
No, I really, it never entered my mind. It never that's a possibility. It never was a possibility. I actually was I was a philosophy major, and I was quite interested in philosophy. Now, I did dream of being a professor. I kind of admired my professors, and that was a dream of mine. But to be the president wasn't even it didn't even cross my mind. I mean, it didn't even enter my vision.
What wasn't even a dream became a reality in 2005 when he was elected the 17th president of the University of Notre Dame.
I tell our students, you know, life's full of surprises. You really can't overplan your life because things come in that you really didn't anticipate. You find you're good at things you didn't think you were good at. And so you have to. That's why you can't overplan. You sort of have to. You have to have a plan, but allow, you know, new possibilities to enter and be open to those. In all things.
We would definitely like to thank Notre Dame Archives and photographers Matt Kishore and Michael Bennett for sharing all of those incredible photos with us. We are so grateful for that. And, you know, Father Jenkins told me that the accomplishment he is most proud of from his time at Notre Dame is the team that he has built around him. And, of course, one of those pivotal pieces of that team is Athletic Director Jack Swarbrick. Coming up later this season on ABC57 Saturday Kickoff, we'll share the story of how a dinner with AD Jack Swarbrick changed the direction of Notre Dame athletics forever.